Episode 6 of Pastor That Faints in Church. Lucifer went on his knees. He was stammering. I think Cat has beaten his tongue. Mercy spoke. I have released mercy before all these accusations. If he was dead, he won't be able to receive mercy, but he is not dead yet. He only fainted. My mercy is always available for the living. Lucifer started rolling on the floor as he spoke. My Lord, you only allow me to kill a few of them every day. You kept your mercy available for them all. You tricked me to kill you over 2,000 years ago, and that my mistake released your blood that keeps releasing mercy that defeats me daily. Please, my Lord and my God, let me kill more of them. They are cold. They have left your commandments. They have created human gods. They have designed 21st century Christianity. They have neglected the instructions you gave them. Their churches are now disco halls. Over 70% of them didn't go to church because they love you. They only come because they hated poverty and seeking for prosperity. I have succeeded in turning them to human anointing worshippers. I have silenced many of their preachers with wealth. They don't think about you. They are selfish, self-centered, and they aren't preparing for eternity. My Lord, you love them, but they don't love you. They only love the earth despite you warning them not to. Let me cause a major disaster. Let me cause the wall of their fanciful auditorium to fall over them. Let me poison their food so that they can die in tens of thousands. Let me attack their jamboree called conferences and conventions. My Lord, you created me to destroy. You created me to kill. Please let me kill. Let me destroy. Let me do my job on a greater scale. My Lord, they aren't ready to sacrifice anything for you. They have watered down Christianity. The little foxes I sponsored into the church some years ago have become leaders and leading millions astray. I have introduced once saved, forever saved, and they bought the ideas despite all you wrote in the Bible. My foxes had changed the meaning of grace. They have lifted prosperity above holiness. Please let me kill them in their cold state. Please, my Master, give me the go-ahead. Mercy spoke. My love for mankind is greater than your hunger for destruction. I still have over 7,000 persons who will not bow down to the new religion, who will lead the new revival. I have souls who I have made hungry for me, and they will still correct the errors in my church. I will still raise writers, singers, teachers, ministers who will lead my people back to me. Lucifer, your request isn't granted. Then Mercy looked at me. I am giving you a very uncommon grace to go back. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Correct your errors and glorify me. It's only in me that you have life. Go back, Jude. At this point, I heard people calling my name. I woke up in the hospital. My wife and some other ministers were by my bedside praying. The assistant pastor was holding the hands of my wife in prayers. When I came around, everyone jumped for joy. My wife was hugging the assistant pastor instead of hugging me. Notwithstanding my state, I rushed down to my wife, hugged her to myself, and brought her to my bed space in the hospital. She was surprised, and my assistant was angry. I was scheduled to give a speech at the end of the musical concert. It was shortly before my speech that my wife came to look for me. She called the other ministers. Assistant pastor was telling everyone not to bother, that I am already dead. At the insisting of my wife, I was smuggled out of the church to the nearest hospital. I heard my ministers praising God. Some of them were saying that it was the praise program that didn't allow me to die. They claimed that the praises was so hot that God had to stop death from taking me away. Others claimed that it was the arrow of death that came for me, and their prayers by the hospital bed stopped the arrow. Some others were boasting that it was my anointing that saved me from death. I shook my head where I was seated. If only they knew that all the praises we rendered during the very expensive praise program was not accepted by heaven. If only they knew that it was only by mercy that I am alive today. All my pride, arrogance, and self-accomplishment was gone. I am alive only by grace. I am a nobody on my own. I am only relevant if Christ allows. I saw the assistant pastor looking at my wife strangely. I could see the hunger in his eyes. I almost got angry, but I cautioned myself. I thanked everyone for their support. I asked everyone to leave except my wife and my assistant pastor. If I can't keep malice and I can't get angry, then I have to deal with this issue now. As soon as the others left, the assistant pastor burst into tongues. God, please grant me wisdom.